All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back to the politically correct podcast.
Oh, you know what? The last couple of them, Rob's been the guy that says, starts it off. And I always thought, I think that might be cool because you don't talk as much as the rest of us, so I think it's cool.
You don't let other people talk.
You're free to go.
You always want to talk about. You always want to talk about comedians from 1996.
I don't always want to do that. I thought that was
every time.
I thought that was really fun.
Back to Steve with the 1996 comedian spotlight.
So, Steve, what do you have for us today on 1996 comedian?
I know that
what have you prepared for us?
Steve, I'm here about this. It's called tape decks. Go.
I go put some comedy on at Pat's house.
Don't do that.
Maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Don't do that. No,
we had the TV on, and they're like, we're goofing around. I think we're smoking weed, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put on some stand-up comedy.
Yeah, wasn't it Doug Stanhope?
I put on Doug Stanhope.
That was a horrible idea. He's depressing.
Yeah, I don't think Steve has a thermometer for when comedy is going to.
You gotta know when people want to listen to that shit. He's depressing.
So here's what
I've heard. We listened to that one thing that one time. Well, yeah, that's funny. He's clever. I get it. But he's super depressing. He's like he's a cigarette smoking another cigarette. It's like, dude, I get it. Life is the worst for you. We get it. Just fucking kill yourself and move on. It's not 1996. This isn't your spotlight. Go, Steve.
No, I fucking put that on, and obviously my timing. It's like kind of like I'm a selfish
People
guy.
want to smoke weed and have fun.
I want
they
people
don't
to
listen
laugh,
to cigarettes.
And I'm like,
You want to listen to it. That's what it comes down to.
I'm selfish.
Yeah, and you want to take them along with you for the ride.
I did because I think that they'll laugh,
and they should be grateful.
Well, there's an element to it of because Steve likes it. I'm going to start off not liking it. In fact. No, that's how it goes.
Sucks.
Anything, period. Like
anyone's period.
Like if I say I like this, it's automatically I hate it, and I see if I can get their meter up to this is okay.
I don't automatically hate stuff.
I put that on. What did we end up with comedy? Paul's like, this sucks, and then he puts on Jim Carrey stand up because he's known for his stand up.
No, he sucks too.
He's like, no, I want something more ABC Family. And he puts on fucking Jim Carrey, and Jim Carrey's like, he's got his hand over his face, he's lifting up his eyelids, and he's got, his legs over the back of his head, and he's,
He ties himself into a pretzel and blows people in the front row. It's kind of awesome, but not really funny. If you're in the first row, totally worth it. Other than that, I'm not into it.
It's just perfect proof of what
And I was like, what is this, 1996? Comedy Spotlight?
Okay. I honestly, I know he said Bush on there the last time, I didn't even ring a bell. And to me...
And when he says this new drug Viagra...
But you can't get past that and just listen to comedy. So what if I let you watch fucking Eddie... If I put it on fucking...
It has nothing to do with that.
If it's Eddie funny, Murphy, it's funny. And he's going off, and you're like, what? Listen to this, dude. Look what he's wearing.
If it's funny, it's funny. That's
if you go back...
That wasn't funny to you?
Some of it was okay.
If you go back...
a lot of it, I was like, it's done. We've heard it all. It's like watching it's like, okay, have you watched Seinfeld? Hold on. Did you like Seinfeld when it was first on?
No.
Okay. Everybody else did.
No, honestly, it's one of those things.
Okay, well, it was funny at the time. But I've gone back and seen reruns come on, and I'm like watching it, and I'm like, what the fuck was so funny about this? Because it's not a show. There's certain types of comedy that don't age.
That happens in music,
I would say
too.
that Seinfeld ages fine.
It does not. It was funnier back then.
No, I would say like the new generations, maybe it's not for them, but I would say
I tried to go back and watch it, and I'm like,
but Paul Engel can sit down and watch it and feel soothed and laugh.
He likes Friends.
Think of it just like music, like that. Like how music has time, like.
Yeah, everybody used to love Chumbawamba.
Everybody used to like all the tough heavy metal dudes used to wear like spandex and tight, like
the hair metal.
Yeah. That used to be fucking cool.
No, I get it, but what I'm saying is like
it's a good point.
Stand up.
No, the same thing happens with funny. There's things that
I don't find Eddie Murphy's funny anymore. Like those old ones I can watch and
Some
I'm
of them
like,
are
yeah,
funny.
exactly.
The whole time when he's talking about Eddie,
Yeah,
that's funny. When somebody's
But
all,
not
and
the
he's
whole-
fucking your woman.
not the whole show.
Well,
Yeah, but I'm not gonna laugh out loud like you would when you first watched it back in the day.
Well, you've
Well,
seen it
okay. How
100
about this?
times,
How about
it's not
the white guy jokes? Ever since Dave Chappelle, you go back and watch Eddie Murphy's joke about like, oh, here's how white guys act. It's not funny anymore because Dave
it's
Chappelle
been done
topped it.
better. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all comedies. It's
However,
like
you
things
can go
now are
back-
funnier because they add on to the. Sorry,
You-
Rob, I didn't
and
mean to
you
cut you
can,
off.
you can go back and watch what's it Pryor, and his is still like
Yeah.
still pretty good.
It's,
But
a little,
Chappelle
it's like a little sub Eddie Murphy.
Chappelle
like,
blew them both out of the water.
Hey, well, gosh,
Everybody,
boss,
everybody builds on it. Now, for right now, I can still go watch the television show and still find it hilarious.
Oh yeah,
It's
dude.
amazing.
For sure. That might
But
be something that. but
I'm
there's
sure at
plenty
one
of
point it'll be
things
topped.
that
but for now,
transcend.
That's why when
if we develop new brain cells that like require this fucking amount of comedy, I don't know if it works like that. You know, I don't know how it works.
Well, you take what's been done and then you push it. Like we're talking about being edgy. It's the same thing. It's like we were listening to earlier, and a lot of stuff he said at the time was very flip Now we all didn't think it would flip on its head, and the gay stuff would be. We thought it'd be the opposite, where it's like we can say whatever we want. They're probably all dead.
Yeah.
But now it's like they're probably all died of AIDS or something, or penis. So you know what I mean? Like all the stuff that you saying back then, the racist, edgy shit. Everybody says that shit now.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying is at the time you were probably, oh shit, that's crazy. This guy's hilarious. But now it's like, well, yeah, everybody does that now. So it's like, it's a different. If I would have heard that in 96, I'd been like, Viagra, what is that? Steve's right. This comedy spotlight's the best.
Oh no! It was to me. Okay, to me, I found that fun. Like,
Where did you find him?
You gotta watch him.
Where
too.
did you find him? Let me take a guess. Let me take a guess. Disciple.
I'm
You're
not
a disciple.
What I felt.
Cult leader.
What I-
He's the cult leader. Drink
what
the
I
Kool-Aid,
found-
fool. Drink it.
No, what I found. There's plenty of fucking things that guy offers out there. Okay, that I want nothing to do with. 3/4 of his guests, I don't want to listen to their who he has on. If it's UFC, if it's fucking I don't know, new age pop medicine fucking guy, you know,
like that hippie
he's got
bullshit.
plenty of those fucking
That,
hippies
the
on
new age medicinal, you know.
it's not like that. I didn't mean it's not
fucking-
that.
what's his
It's-
name?
What it is it's like this guy's
Aubrey Marcus. Yeah,
I
he
can't listen
he
to
was
that.
on
I can't listen to
what's his name show, Duncan Trussell's, and I guess psilocybin is in the second round of clinical tests starting
what?
to show proving curing depression.
Mushrooms?
Yes.
No shit.
Yep.
No shit. You because you're laughing. Sorry. Am I depressed? I don't know. That's weird.
No,
the whole world's melting.
No, like in therapeutic settings, meaning like with a specialist.
It's like an excuse to use drugs.
well, people are
no,
microdosing right now.
no, we're talking about like PTSD
Like what?
and shit.
Okay, you remember that
they don't
movie?
need more hallucinogens. if
You remember
they have
that movie
PTSD.
with
Like they're
remember that
working
movie
towards
with,
towards being able to cure things like PTSD.
Remember with Bradley Cooper?
If
that
they
movie?
could,
they're working.
if they could, that'd be awesome. I'm
That's
just saying
what
that,
I'm-
that's just crazy to me because like we used to just eat it just because we're idiots. And
Yes.
like, poison's good
no,
for our
no.
bodies.
Now, what Duncan was saying is there's like, or no, Aubrey was saying the shamans who've used this stuff for thousands of years, they
No, like
these are the
peyote
same
and
guys
shit, too?
No, these are the same guys who would like get blasted on fucking mushrooms and then kill 1,000 people, like murder babies, all this stuff.
So we're patting ourselves after
No,
this for a
no,
reason?
no. Meaning like the stuff. Just because you take the medicine doesn't mean it's going to heal something. It's like in collaboration with therapy. There's
Oh, so
certain.
it's a lot of factors.
It's like if you would think of it as like I forget what it was called. Like just a programming mode. You know that black screen that comes up on Windows when you go into like program mode or whatever it is. That. You know, like you could.
So it
fuck
just
shit
gets
up.
them into the right mind frame to accept the therapy or
Yes.
whatever
Yeah.
kind of thing they're trying.
Yeah, second stage of clinical trials. I think that means that
So they're getting places.
yeah. Meaning they haven't they can't even get through the hoops to do that kind of testing on marijuana yet. Like literally,
Well, we already know marijuana. We don't need any testing on it. We know what it does.
No, but like, in order, if they were able to do that with marijuana, then they would be able to replace opiates. If it worked, they would be able to replace opiates with some, what do you call it?
Opiates? Is that
yeah.
the medication?
No, like
opiates.
You know
yeah,
how
like
people are
morphine
dying
and
from
shit like
fucking,
that.
what's it called?
Isn't opiates like heroin?
Yeah,
Well,
but
yeah, but they're
also
not legal ones, though,
What's
but yeah.
what's the
But they
pill?
use like
Not
heroin
Vicodin,
to
but
keep people from doing heroin.
OxyContin.
Oxycontin. You know, people are dying.
We did OxyContin.
Like there's a
We
shit
did
ton
it.
of people.
Remember we accidentally ran
They
into
don't
that one
fucking
time?
need OxyContin in the first place, do they?
Yes, no, but the point is, like,
They all start out as painkillers.
they could, if they would, in order to refine weed to break it down into just a painkiller and replace something like OxyContin, they would have to go through these clinical trials that there's too many blocks in the way for them to do it. But
federal block.
since psilocybin doesn't have all these blocks, they're actually doing these clinical tests, but it's not for pain relief. They're doing it for stuff
Psychoactive.
like for treatment of
Post-traumatic stress
yeah.
disorder. You heard about like the microdose? Okay, so remember that movie with Bradley Cooper where he was?
Yes.
Now, I don't see why you couldn't. I mean, if you microdose the right drugs to where it's not something that takes you out of your element completely, but just enhances it. You know, like, okay, when you're on mushrooms, I've looked up out of a truck at like 3 a.m. at a tree, and the entire pattern of the tree was the same. Now, that's not the pattern of the tree, but I was looking at it, and every single branch came out exactly the same, and it was all waving the same, and something did that in my brain. Now, if you can do that, pattern-wise, that was just a pattern.
Yeah.
Now, if you can trigger that fucking nerve or whatever,
Yeah,
that kind of
it's a brain
activity to
chemical.
where you can kind of lock it in with dosing. I mean, studying things like
Yeah.
that. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, but they're years and years away from that.
But another question: why do we need to do that?
For the reason I'm excited about it is because it would not only PTSD, not only depression, but also addiction. Like literally curing it.
That's what they're talking about.
Well, that's one of the major reasons that they're doing it. There's already ceremonies or places that do it clinically in for like heroin addiction and stuff.
Are they treating them or are they curing them? Because there's no money in curing anybody, and we've known that since the beginning of time.
Well, I think in the next 5-10 years you're gonna see
Gonna
people
break
actually
past
getting
that?
cleared, cured.
Because
That's-
people
you
have
were
been-
talking about earlier how marijuana's on any stages, but basically mushrooms is. Why do you think that is? Because marijuana has an industry and mushrooms do not. Marijuana has an industry.
right, because you can just do
They
it.
don't want if they turn it into that, then the pharmaceutical companies take it, and they already have enough money, and they're gonna fucking do all commercializing all that.
Well, with marijuana, you can just grow it.
It's because of the schedule. I'm pretty sure it's because of the schedule. What the drug is scheduled, like it's Schedule 1 or whatever. Marijuana, for some reason, because of their battle with
Federal
the cotton,
laws, right?
because of the hemp
The way they
versus
schedule.
cotton, whatever
versus
battle,
paper.
yeah, or whatever.
Yeah.
That they scheduled it. They scheduled it Schedule 1, which is like the same as cocaine.
And we can't go back from that.
No.
That's weird, right?
money.
You think it is money, just like oil.
No one
right?
makes money off of mushrooms except for dealers, which they don't care about. But people make
Yeah,
money
but
off of
I
weed.
think that
You can't have repeat customers every fucking day for mushrooms.
But
Yeah, but
look at those
cool thing is
dispensaries,
that
they make a shit ton of money.
that-
Dude. They get all kinds of crazy shit out
Like
there.
after work every day, I like to take a couple mushrooms and just fucking fry my brain up pretty good.
Because every day after work, I get home and relax by eating a couple caps and eating a swing set.
Then I
but
go
yeah,
right back
the-
to my
the
work
only-
eating the wheel underneath
the
the,
only
trash
competitor,
can.
the only
next day.
competitor is going to be alcohol and marijuana, because those are the things that people who have PTSD and depression like are going to be like not needing so much of if they get their PTSD and depression cured.
So those are your opponents, and the alcohol industry is pretty fucking strong.
Yeah.
Well, alcohol, it is. It lets you be social, right? It lets you relax, take the edge. If you're by yourself, it takes the edge off. You know, gives you a head change, that kind of thing. You know, everybody has their, like, even the most sophisticated businessman uses alcohol because of the head change, right? It's not more.
Dude, it seals the deal, bro.
Yeah, it seals the deal.
It does. There's the only deal. Actually, it's funny because they're always talking about these high-power negotiations. A lot of negotiations are done over at a bar.
Yeah,
Whether you're showing over a meal with
whether you're
drink.
measuring dicks or you're
you're measuring bigger dicks,
or you're fucking just loosening it up in front of like a big client, loosening
Just
it
trying
up.
to get
We
let's
all
talk.
do this. We have
Let's
this
talk.
in common.
Let's talk. Let's
You
get on the
drink
same
this
page. We
over
talk
here
and
in
drink.
fucking
We drink.
Beijing.
Yeah.
I drink this over here. Try our drink. You're over here right now. This is my favorite drink. Is the old fashioned. I like that drink, by the way.
He's all, by the way, I'm on mushrooms legally. You are a kite. I will fly
I
you.
thought you said something else at first. I'm like, whoa, bro.
Kite.
I know.
Yeah, kite. So how's your work now that everybody thinks they're getting laid off?
Well, they are.
So a lot of people aren't getting offered a job. They're getting laid off.
They're working on it. We're the date is mid-October, so we're thinking the 15th of October.
How many people in your division?
Just my little team, so it's only 6 of us. One of them.
Quality people.
Yeah, 5 of them, and the other one that isn't as pretty. So
The
that's,
UDA?
that's welcome to life.
Oh.
The one that's not that good is hot. So that's how life is.
The one that's not that good is hot.
Uh-huh.
The one
not
that
very
works for you is hot.
Yeah.
Nice.
good. Yeah, she's pretty.
So they're trying to
Very
work them back into the.
Yeah, so one of them is going to transfer to Texas. They just have to put the whole situation together. So she's taken care of.
Yeah.
Done. And then there's 5 left. Like I said, I talked to the VP of the one area, and they were like, yeah, we'll take you on as a supervisor, which is great, but I'm already an operations manager, so it's not like a huge step back, but a little bit.
A little bit of a lateral move.
There's definitely a lateral move, a little bit of a step back, so I'm kind of like...
Is that Paul's position?
Department.
Oh.
He's a processor. He's doing great. He's killing it.
Yeah.
But no, I'd be.
I have no idea what any of that means. So
A
still.
processor, someone who. So like when you apply for a loan,
Yeah.
these are just it's a similar idea. I'm not going to get too in depth with it because it's boring.
That's
But
different.
well, you have commercial and residential. Residential you require so if you and I went to go when I went to get a loan for this, I had to provide a lot more documentation. These people have apartment buildings and they're already rich as fuck, so we only really ask them for just the basics.
Because you have backup for everything.
Yeah, we already know they're going to pay.
Yeah. Money talks.
Pretty much.
Jesus.
So what he does is he works with our sales teams. The sales teams get the clients in saying, hey, you should refi or purchase or whatever. And he works with them to get all the required documentation so they can make the decision on how much to loan them for what amount, for what interest rate, right?
This is commercial.
Commercial. But yeah, apartment buildings and shit for the most part. And then once they do that, then he gets it ready for closing, which is what my team does, where we review the file to make sure everything's accurate. And then we actually we actually put together the documents that you sign. And then once you sign, we get the signed documents back. We review them to make sure they're
Are you
correct.
overnighting documents or
No, we email
electronic?
them. We email them. but
Undernighting them.
We undernight them. Yes,
You
we do them. We call it under morning.
That quick, huh?
But and then they overnight the originals back to us. We review them to make sure we have everything that we need to fund it. And then once we do, we actually send them the wire, and I approve all the wires.
Oh,
So it sounds sexy. It's
sexy.
You get over it. You get over it.
Oh, you get over it? Is that what you said?
Well, when I
Look at
No,
this
it's
fucking
saying
guy
you
wagging
get
his
over
no,
tail.
you in particular.
Oh, I need to
You get over it.
I need.
Well,
Hey, you guys want to watch a Brian Holtzman stand-up special from
know.
1996?
We're taking you back.
I'm taking it back to '96.
I'm pretty sure that was the first Bush that he was talking about. Oh, we're over here
So
in
that's-
Iraq.
So that's basically what it is. So like so we're beginning our department, at least in California, is being eliminated. So they're going to move. One of the girls on the team is going to move to Texas. The other 4 are still trying to find positions out here.
Is she married?
No.
She's gonna move to Texas to keep her position type thing.
She wants to keep the position, and her parents live in Oklahoma, which is like an hour away.
Totally right above it. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Plus, cost of living is different.
Yeah, it's really
Fucking
better.
great. You can get like a house.
Well, the ironically enough, the rents there are a little bit better, but not crazy better. But the buying is very much better there. So
really
she's
better.
probably going to try.
No
to get
state
it up.
tax, so that's a 10% rate.
Yeah, huge no state tax.
If you can
not
still-
on groceries, and no sales tax on groceries is what I'm understanding. I'm not sure.
State income tax is one.
Yeah, but they don't. I believe they don't have sales tax on groceries either.
Oh. So no sales tax on groceries and no state income tax.
Uh-huh.
You can't raise the federal tax, which they would do in California. Say, we have no state tax, but somehow we raised your federal tax.
Yeah, that's weird and
Yeah.
stuff. Anyway,
They had a fucking plane crash on the fucking 405 right there.
we work right there.
That's what I'm saying. That's kind of out by you guys. Kind of out by Troy.
Very by us. It's like 2 exits up the freeway.
Really?
Huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you saw smoke and stuff?
No, I was already at work. It happened at like 10.
Yeah, I was hoping that was
Someone you know.
who's the fucking I hoping that was Jerry Brown. He's like, I gotta make this fucking I gotta make this flight, and they just fucking drill him with
Just
a
because
plane.
he's been governor twice. Just because he's been governor twice.
in fucking what? Two different
Yeah,
different
in the
decades.
80s and
Yeah.
crazy.
Fuck that guy. Cunt. I don't usually say that word. That's a nasty word. We just
Fuck.
Brian just said on here. Cunt.
Oh yeah, we don't say cunt.
No, we don't. The dog doesn't.
What
say
is that?
Cunt?
What does it mean?
No, what
It's
is a
claw.
dog?
I think it's a version of a claw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What, the clunt?
The clunt.
Clunt?
The clunt.
Is it the clunt? Isn't that the thing when you go to the arcades and it picks up the stuffed toys and you can never win?
Well,
it's always like,
that's
you stupid clunt.
it is. That's considered a loose clunt.
Yes. Yes.
You want it to be loose, but it's the tightest clunt because you can never get anything out of
You
it.
don't want a loose one. You don't
Jeez.
want a wobbly one.
I just want that stupid pink elephant, and I can't get it because of this stupid clunt.
You don't want. You want one that will grip. You want one with grip.
Yeah, you need that real tight G.I. Joe grip of that clunt, but it's never. It's a loose, rickety piece of shit clunt.
The guy's trying to get this pink elephant for his
And
microdosing.
then the worst is you walk away and there's invariably just shit gunk all over your hands from that clunt.
The clunt.
The clunt, you got clunt goop all over your hands. It's terrible.
They sell clunt.
Looks like
goop
you're
in the
working
can.
underneath a car.
Clunt goop. They sell that in a can. You can do your hair with it.
Yeah, you can. It's
gotta
right
be
next to
7-Eleven.
right next to Flurm.
And no crack cream. Yeah. Which I hear is made from ground moon. And Neil Armstrong. And Lance Armstrong.
While we're at it,
Both Neil and
straight up from cheating biker.
Dude, okay, I'm on the highway. Whenever I'm on the fucking highway and I see, especially if I'm out in the middle of nowhere and I have bikers come past me.
You want to hit one
I'm in
with
the
your door
slow
real
lane.
bad, don't you?
I'm in the middle of no. I do this thing where I'm just like rolling down the highway and nobody. Like, what is going on in their heads? Like, their freedom. They got their helmets on as 2, 3, 4 guys, and it's like, what are you thinking at this point? You're right. You're like, here we go down the highway, and nobody knows that we're outlaws because our moms
Are you making
don't
up
know
songs?
that we're outlaws.
Are they Harley guys or biker
It's
guys?
whatever, bikers,
Well,
Harley-looking guys.
'cause you know, like-
I brought out my fucking phone. And I wasn't quick enough. They must have been going 95, and I tried to lock it in at 80. The speed limit's like 75. I lock it in at 80. I'm going like off the top of my head. I'm like, get the video going. Record the sound for the guys. These guys going by. Vroom, here we go down the road. We're outlaws. Our moms are sweet.
Sounds like a
little
South Park
ladies.
episode.
Nobody knows that we had a gun.
I
once.
think that's the best for like when you have like older, like the old real big fat dude and his wife who's also wearing leather
No.
and also like
No.
super sunburnt.
No,
like
it's
like
not.
like
It's
a dark
regular-
brown.
It's regular
Like-
fucking dork who's always been a dork, but now that he got to join a club,
Oh.
he's got the leather fucking with the sleeveless leather, and it says like the fart sounders right on the back of his shirt, and he's like, "Here we go, it's It's been like 7 hours of this. I don't know why I'm still doing this. It's kind of worn off, but hey, Rick said that there's a hot lady that may or may not be married at the next bar.
You have a lot of free time in your hands at work, don't you? You have alone time, don't
No,
you?
I'm driving, dude. I'm out in the fucking. I was
You know, dude, that's funny because I picture almost the same thing, but it's not with the younger. It's always with the beat up, like depressing. I don't know. It's a little bit depressing for me to see the you know, like the dude who, you know, his wife was not into it until he got her into it, like, but she just followed along with it, and now she's like leather skin,
and she likes it now?
because all the sun.
And she likes it. Oh, her skin's all leather.
Yeah, just
No, I knew a fucking guy that I worked with that was the biggest fucking dork of all time. And then fucking, we were at by the racetrack, that in Los Al, that one bar right there.
Yeah, the starting gate.
And I saw him. He didn't see me, but we worked together. And he's getting on his motorcycle, his Harley. And this guy was he's a dork. And he's got I'm not going to say the mongrels or whatever, but one of those very, very famous, and he's got it on the back of his thing, and he's with this crew, and I'm thinking, not everybody, but I'm saying, there's a lot of fucking dork. That's why it's in my head like this. When I see him going by, and it's like, I get it, dude. And you know what? When you're riding a little like motorcycle, like that tiny little fucking motorcycle, it's fun to just gas it. But in my head, it's here we go one more time. Nobody knows that. Like whatever.
You saw that South Park episode about the Harley riders, right?
yeah.
That's
That's
much
pretty accurate. Where it's like he goes to him and he's like, "So you guys know you're pathetic faggots, right?" And they're like, "What? No, we're tough."
You make the sound, though. But you know what? I've seen the same fucking people, like in those a shitty little Honda Civic. For some reason, the guy on the highway made it so. It was nighttime. It's like past 7, so it's pretty much not a lot of traffic running. This guy's going by, and he's going so slow in his little Civic or whatever, and it's so fucking loud that from the highway, your house it would be rattling your house. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's gassing. He's trying to make his best moves between cars. You spend all this money to make your car primer gray, put this fucking faggy little muffler on your fucking car, and then you're fucking gassing it, weaving in out of lanes. I'm just going my regular speed in the fast lane, and we are finding each other because you're doing all this swerving and cutting between cars, and it's like, dude, there's no, and it's not a lot of traffic. Yeah, but he's right next to me for fucking miles. Just he's not fast. He's invested a lot of money in sound and primer.
It's a Civic.
You can't paint it primer. He fucking he's sanding it down. So it's like, dude. Yeah, you can buy primer. Yeah, so this guy's gassing. I'm just like, who's in that car? It's tinted, obviously, by Mike's tint. But fucking
Mike Tint.
What kind of fucking dork thinks he needs to make all that sound? Was he going to a race so he can finish? So my truck, my utility work truck, can beat him? Yeah, it's like, dude. He's probably getting a decent blowjob.
Well, a lot of guys like that.
From other guys.
I meant like a lot of guys like those little tricked out Civics.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, fuck.
The more you blow.
God, dude, this week I went to Phoenix. There's 100 and fucking whatever.
It's 120.
But it's a rental car. The guys, fortunately, my crew's working in underneath a rental car refueling canopy, and they have misters built on the side, so it's misting the whole time.
Oh, that's good.
Plus, you have the shade of the canopy.
So they were doing all right?
Yeah, dude, they were locked in. And then I drive 2.5 hours north in Arizona to Flagstaff, basically.
Is it equally as hot?
Fucking no, it's up in the mountains. It's fucking 6,000.
I don't think I've ever been there.
Yeah, nobody ever thinks that there's fucking snow in Arizona, but there's mountains out there with snow. Nobody really thinks that. But I flipped my truck out there one time.
Yeah, I remember.
These guys are fucking getting hammered on this fucking job, and
Like drunk?
No, just 14-hour days trying to keep with the schedule, and I get out there for 2 straight days. I'm hands on for 14 hours, just trying.
You get your hands all over these guys.
Yeah, that's, I mean, I'm
Just
up
whatever,
on
suck, stroke,
my
whatever.
wrist and human boobs. You know,
Suck, stroke, fist, whatever. I'm that kind of boss.
that was a fucking shit show up there.
I can believe that.
I got out
Up
of
to
there
your
and I'm
wrist,
like,
huh?
I'm on a chopping block with my boss because we had a budget and we gave him a change order to cover this, and we went so far over that I would imagine that we were losing money. I was asking to track the budget right there on the job site, and I got back and he was cracking jokes. My boss.
Well, but I mean, what happens with that? Is it because it was just completely underbid?
It's there's no, like, most of the times when you have a project, you're going off of drawings. So you build it to the drawings, so you can pretty much estimate what you're doing with the amount of material, time it's going to take, labor, everything, hotels, everything that comes along
make a
with
bid.
it.
Yeah, I know how it works.
Yeah. So with this one, it's a MRB job. So you have a set of plans and drawings, and then they change it the day you start completely.
Oh.
And then they go, oh, well, what's your best solution? And you're like, okay, we'll do
So
it like
do you,
this.
at that point, do you get to rebid or
You do
to
a change, it's a
reestimate?
change order. So you're already locked in on a contract. So you go, for the change in the scope, it's gonna cost this much, our best estimate. And then we went and actually did it. And I don't have a lot of experience welding, and we had welders come out and weld everything for 4 days for 12 hours a day.
And you were still super over budget?
Yeah, because
So your change order
we put a
was
change
shit.
order for whatever, 20 grand for. We basically figured they'd drive up, 3 days of welding, drive back. So it was pretty much 20 grand, including materials. And I'm gonna bet that at the end of everything, it was probably about 30 grand, something like that, in cost. So we'll recapture it because they piped it. The configuration was different than we'd agreed on, and we'll capture that money. But it was a nightmare because we had to be there while they're doing it and help them. And then ultimately we got to tie these new pipes into their existing diesel. It's for biodiesel. So it's just all this used all this used corn oil and this and that and the other, literally in a 20,000 gallon tank. And now they blend it where they have their diesel tanks, they'll pipe it in, and now they have this whole setup and system and pumps and valves and monitoring devices and
Good
cylinders
Christ,
and all
this
this
is the
shit.
most boring thing I've ever heard.
It is, but they blend it. It's basically the government subsidizes. So if you start blending, if you have a certain output of diesel like a truck stop does, if you're a corner gas station, they don't give you shit if you just have one diesel
yeah, 'cause
pump
they
or
usually
two.
only have one.
But if you're a fucking truck stop, they subsidize. They pay you like, basically the way I heard it, you're printing money now. Now that you're using biodiesel, they are literally these big fucking I can't say the name of that.
I know what you mean.
But dude, they said it's like printing money. Just get this bio and get it blended, mix it with their diesel out to the pumps, throw the stickers on that you're getting fucking, whatever fucking amount. I don't know what the blend.
Well, when you
I don't
say-
know what the blend ratio
When you
is.
say printing money, that just means a shit ton of money, so I get it.
It's there's B20 and B100. I think our blend ratio is B100. I don't know what the ratio is, but they just said it's fucking. I mean, I think it's like 1/5 of it. Is
21 gigawatts.
no, 1/5 of it is biodiesel, and it's just fucking used oil, like corn.
Okay,
oil
let me
shit
ask
like
you
that.
something though, in all seriousness. So, after you finish all this, do you get to pick who's going to be the 1996 comedian spotlight, or does it one of the guys, or does your boss get to pick?
Yeah.
How does
for
that work?
fuck's sake.
I mean, is it
Get to the point.
biodegradable? For fucking Christ, man!
I'm done.
Jesus!
Get to the point.
Good lord!
Everybody likes to go, okay,
1996.
we listen to you guys talking about fucking stamping fucking paperwork with a red stamp that says numbers. Numbers are good. I am numbers. 5 + 5 is 10 still. It's like, fuck, wow. Well, I listen to you guys' shit and I don't go, okay, Brian, I was being nice. And I know
I cut it
ultimately
way
you guys
shorter
are like,
than that.
yes, 5 and 8 is still 73.
I cut it way short.
The amount of so like I go
Look,
off on mine a little bit.
Okay,
and
hold
people
on,
are like,
Atreyu, calm down. Alright? That was a never-ending story.
That wasn't Treyu, dude. Holy shit.
I'm pretty sure your horse died in the
You know
swamp
what
of
about that
depression.
movie? How fucking nasty is that giant dog thing's back? It's got like pus warts all over it.
I don't remember that. I just remember that it was really fucked up because the kid's horse dies of depression.
No, that was the homeless guy who dressed up as a tree.
Whoever wrote that fucking story, I never read the book, but it's like, did they go into great, outstanding detail about?
No idea.
Couldn't you just have like a giant dog thing you're riding on? This thing had giant like moving warts on it.
I don't
and it's
remember
like
that,
the
but I
kid's
haven't-
clinging on.
in
It's
all
like, dude,
fairness, I
if
haven't
you got a
seen it in 20
switchblade and it falls out of your pocket, you're covered in
Why would you have a
pus.
switchblade?
I don't know. It's a Atreyu, the one that's gonna save everybody.
1980. We all had switchblades.
Yeah, apparently all fucking flying dogs had pus-filled wart backs.
I just remember his horse dying horribly of depression.
It did. That was
in the
sad-
swamp. That
yeah,
shit
it
was
did.
fucked
That was
up.
some sad
That's a
ass
kids
shit.
movie. That shit was fucked
I
up.
watched that with the little guy, and he was
He was bummed,
He
huh?
was like, "This is fucked up." I didn't
He's
think
like,
that was
he's
it."
all, Dad, this shit's fucked up.
That's
He
what
said
he
it
did.
just like that. He's all,
Yeah.
hey, Dad, I don't know what any of this means, but this shit's fucked up.
I'm like, you're not allowed to talk like that later.
You're right, you're not
That
allowed to
is
talk like that
understood
unless you're at
right
your
now.
mother's.
This is some fucked up shit. Speaking of the mothers, she is moving from her house tomorrow. For the first
To
time
where?
ever in her career.
Like,
to a little
by herself?
2-bedroom. Yeah, with the 2 boys in 1 bedroom and her in Cyprus, probably right down the street. Right? Because she still needs some help, from parents and stuff like that. You
Doesn't
have
she have
to.
a full-time job?
Yeah, but you need like.
Well, for child
It's
daycare,
fucking impossible, dude.
No, I get it.
2
Child
kids
care,
get out of 2
daycare,
different
and
kind of all the
alcohol
fucking-
addiction. Yeah.
Impossible, dude.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
2 kids, alcohol problems. I don't understand.
So she's moving out.
Well, that's good for her, right?
I get can you help me move?
Oh.
Just me.
What do you mean, just you? She didn't
Meaning,
ask
like,
me.
I'm gonna help with her dad. That's like,
Are you gonna help her tomorrow?
yeah.
Aren't you gonna play baseball?
First thing in the morning, yeah.
How are you gonna be hungover?
I know. But I got him, right? I got him. She asks. She said a joke on there like, could you help me move? Ha ha ha, just kidding. That was like 3 days ago. And then I didn't even respond. And then then she called me on the phone in the morning. She's like,
Why? So
I
you're
would
agreeing to
appre-
this because
Could you
her,
both-
For reals, though.
her other 3
she does not talk like that.
her current 3 boyfriends don't want to do it?
I guess she just broke up. I would ask my fucking, if I was a girl, I'd ask my boyfriend. She obviously doesn't have one right now.
Uh-huh.
So.
No.
Or is he too busy in front of the Home Depot getting his own job that actually pays?
But I'm fucking, that's what I'm doing. Because you got it.
You're too good of a dude, man.
That's what I always tell myself.
That's a weird conversation, I bet. Dude, stop
I
being so
think,
good.
I
Okay.
think that, obviously, I'm like, because I don't have the wiring to say, no, fuck off.
It'd be hard not to in that
How
kind of
could I?
situation.
It's like my mom and my kids moving, so I gotta help, right? Right?
I mean, it does.
Unless
because
somebody's
Troy's
shooting
gonna
at
be
me,
there.
you kind of got, he will be there.
He's gonna be there. No, I get it. It just,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get. No, I get over the years. I mean, as you get older, you start developing more lady parts.
You want to hear something fucked up?
Besides Atreyu
Wanna
letting
hear
his
something
horse
fucked
die
up?
of depression.
I had remember that chick that I went to karate classes with,
Or we're not allowed
with
to
the
say.
kids and all that.
We're not,
I
we're gonna-
fucking remember
we
when I
make
helped,
up a name.
I helped her move a little bit of furniture and stuff like that, right? And she
Yeah.
says, "Cool, come over. My mom's gonna cook dinner for
Did
us
she
tonight."
lick your balls?
She's like, "Cool, come over. My mom's
Her
gonna
mom
cook
licked your
dinner."
balls?
And she's like, and I'm like, "No, I can't. I gotta come over here and do the podcast, right?" And we'd spent the rest of the day drinking. And she fucking went off on me. Not went off, but she's just like something about like.
Wait,
yeah,
that was
she
2 weeks
pissed.
ago, right?
She's like, "You did all that hard work, and I had some other guy come over and fuck me." To me, she said that.
And you're inviting her to the 4th of July?
Yeah, but here's why she said that.
Wait.
Well, no,
It's not-
no,
okay,
wait,
stop.
stop.
I'm curious as of
Take
right
two.
now.
Take 2.
When was it exactly your dick became inside out and turned into a vagina?
Dude, no,
Because you're letting these
No,
shits
no,
run
you-
all
yeah,
over you.
I know now.
I
I know how
support
this
none of this.
sounds.
It doesn't.
No, look it. So here's what happened. Okay.
There's no story for this.
No.
You
So
have
I have
girl
this-
parts.
I have to literally go back in time for this story.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. So I have this.
Look, Doc Brown, there is no going back
I
in
have
time.
this girlfriend that is like in love with me,
Oh, Jesus.
and I totally just.
Yeah, we
fucking-
get it. We get it. We know.
What?
You're talking about her, right?
You're gonna try and convince us that
It's not gonna happen.
No. So what she said, what I've known for a
Same
while-
girl, right?
I'm not dating this person, by the way, right?
Yeah, we're fully aware.
So I'm over at her house finding this out. I'm hanging out with her, and she's like, this is like a couple days later, and she's like, we're talking about like relationships or relationship and stuff like that.
What a weird topic.
We were going over the fact that
We were talking about slushies and how many flavors
I
there are.
lied to her about our relationship and all that stuff, and I had feelings for somebody else the whole time. So she was burnt.
You didn't
so
lie
she's
to her
still
about that.
got
That was true.
She's got that deep.
That was true.
Yes, but she's still got that inner side of her. The way I've handled it, like
Seems like
becoming
she's
her
had
friend
other
again,
things
she
inside of
feels
her.
like, fuck, dude, I've been abused by this fucking guy,
Oh,
it's like she's in her own. I've known she's been dating this guy. I know who she's talking about.
Dude, you fall.
She's been doing it with him for a long time. I just hang out with her with the kids. That's it. And then she's like, well, you put in all that hard work. She's trying to make me feel bad.
That's a weird way to go about things.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
life.
Not you, her. Well, her and you.
yeah.
You're
No,
falling victim to lady logic.
I've had
No,
sex
no,
with this person and known that 2 days earlier this other person had sex with her. It's not like...
So what?
That's what I'm saying, though.
You're redeemed.
By her saying that, she was trying to say, like, oh, you did all... She invited me. I said, no, I would rather choose a podcast. And she's like, well, you know what, fine. All that hard work you put in, some other guy came over and he fucked me.
There's no reason for her to
She
say
talks
that.
like that. She's always talked like that.
Why?
Because that's just how she talks. From the beginning, when we're together, it's not like, it's not like... That's just how she talks. It literally just is.
Yeah.
So I knew saying it like that, and the way she
Sounds-
said it to
sounds
me,
like
it was
a
supposed to
keeper.
like make me feel bad, but we're not in a relationship. So when she said it, I'm like, I'm gonna leave, and then I still haven't told her, but I was gonna say, I know why you said it like that.
Why? Who gives
You want
a
to make
shit?
me feel bad because she's a cool chick, dude. She's
So
fucking-
what?
No.
No, you idiot.
No, you
No,
guys
no,
don't
no,
get
no,
it.
No,
get
you
it.
don't get it. You don't get it. You don't get it. She's, why are you even spend a minute of time?
No,
with her?
no, no. We get why that's cool for you.
She's upset because of how I treated her. So she wants the fact that like
So
I come
she's
back
still trying to get back to
yeah.
you from a year or 2
You
years
see,
later.
you don't
She
That's
doesn't,
cool.
but she doesn't
That's-
have an in
that-
because I'm too nice of a guy.
See, that is crystal clear.
What?
The part that you're like on
Stupid
board
idiot.
with it, on board with the whole.
I know
deal.
she's getting nailed by some other guy. Yeah.
No, not that. On board with.
That was her boyfriend. I'm hanging out with her.
Oh, okay.
Why?
No, yes, yeah. Now hold on.
I'm
hold
hanging
on.
out with her
Hold on.
because she
I'm gonna
lets me
get
have
to
sex
that.
with her sometimes, and we hang out with the kids.
No, the part that you're on board with this being an acceptable relationship.
How is it not? How is this not a good relationship? Explain that to me. How is it not? I get laid. If I wanted to call her right now and go, I would like to have sex, she'd go, come over.
Oh, yeah. The answer to that is as long as you're
She's
not
already
hanging out
trying
with
to
her
hurt
and
you.
her kids.
She's not trying to hurt me.
That's exactly what that is.
She's using a defense mechanism.
That doesn't matter.
No.
She's trying to hurt you, you idiot. That's intentional.
Emotionally. No,
No,
she's
no.
trying to fucking make
She's not
herself-
trying to kill you. She's trying to hurt you
No,
emotionally.
no. She's doing exactly what you want her to do. I'm saying the fact that you want her to act that way is fucked up.
No, I don't want her to.
Yes, you
I
wouldn't
want
put
her
up
to-
with it if you didn't.
I don't put up with it. I've been talking to her. I don't talk to her. Like I said, happy birthday. It is what it is. When we have the kids together, they get along. So I would say, and I've only hung out with Troy and her kids maybe twice in the last like 3 months. So it's not like we do it all the time. But if I want to talk, she's a great person to be around. Like kids. with.
Yeah, certainly.
Oh fuck. Look at. What I mean is.
She says things just intentionally to hurt you. That's all that was.
No.
If you try to say it's a defense
In
mechanism,
the
no, it's not.
conversation, it is totally a defense mechanism. It's for her feelings. It is. She's confident enough in herself to where she'll like literally have some guy come over to have sex with her.
Yeah, no,
That's
no,
not
no,
confidence.
No, no,
No,
no.
well, that is
What
not
you're-
confidence at all.
What you're not getting, yes.
That's
What
the
you're not
lack of
getting-
confidence to
What
do
you're not
that.
getting
Well,
is
she's
this
got a
is
tough
not.
situation, obviously.
It's not. It's not healthy.
Dude,
What I'm getting out of it?
Neither
Yeah,
one of
no,
you.
no, no.
I'm not
that's-
getting anything.
no, that-
I haven't talked about her once except for this.
Okay, yeah.
About that last time. I'm not like pursuing her.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm just kind of making sure of that because that carrying on
She's a great girl though.
that might be the
Yeah,
case.
clearly.
That might be the case, but that dynamic is
Horrible. It's
unhealthy.
toxic.
It's
Oh, hey. Where's my health? Period. Okay? Point around in my life and tell
You
me
say, where's your health?
in between women. Like for women.
Yeah, but
What are my options here?
You're helping. You're the one that voluntarily helping your ex move. You're the one that's seeing.
Not like, hey,
stop,
can I help
stop,
you move?
Stop. You're
No.
letting your ex. You're still saying. I get it. You want to have sex. I get it. But then when she says something like that, that's her way of saying like,
fuck you.
yeah, but at the same time, she's doing it because she wants a reaction because she still wants something from
Right.
you other than sex.
And I'm not.
And so by
I
you
know
going,
that.
I'd be like,
I know that.
done. I'd be done.
That's what I did. I walked out, but I'm not going to storm out. I know
No, you
everything
don't have
leading
to.
up to why that happened.
You
and I
don't
know
have
why
to.
she said
I'd
it.
be like, okay, cool.
I did, and I
Have
bailed.
you talked to
but-
her since?
Yes, and it's just
Why?
like, but I'm not like, oh, are you okay and all that. We didn't even talk about it. I just
Why?
go
Why? I'd be like, okay, well, you're clearly
because
good.
she's fucking cool. She is. She's just trying to. She was trying to strike a nerve with me because I fucked her over.
Cool people don't try to do that.
We're either gonna have a relationship.
Cool
as
people
friends,
don't try
or
to
we're
do
not.
that. Cool people don't. You can't.
We're working. I think we can. Maybe. I think.
No, you can't.
Hey,
She's trying to make me jealous, right? And I'm not. So but she's strong enough person to where she knows that that was a one-time thing. Her saying that, trying to make me feel, oh fuck.
Let me
If
change.
she was so strong, she wouldn't have gone, okay, Steve's not going to do it. I need some other random dude to put his dick in me.
What's not strong about that? You get dicked.
You got a really warped view of how things are.
No,
it's
I
not
understand that
that
the
bad.
situation is something that I'm not familiar with.
That's
But I'm
bad.
not,
It's
like-
not going to work.
There's nothing like up and down about this at all. It's just this is what it is.
She doesn't seem to think so.
She does. She doesn't try to call me.
All right, you come. You pee. You come back. You're on mute. It's the Rob and Brian show for the next 5 minutes.
Jesus.
Fuck.
That's horrible. That's weird. It's,
See, if you're on timeout, me and Brian have to talk.
someone locked him in the bathroom.
No.
But the rest of the poop.
No, I was just gonna change the subject.
Jeez.
The same, similar subject, but not him. No, a friend of mine has a girlfriend who seems to have been just like, you know how they say the period lasts 5
No, the honeymoon
days?
period.
No, the period.
Oh, the actual
Yeah.
blood flow period. Gotcha.
Yeah, they last 5 days. My friend,
I think it's 5 years now.
my friend is saying that his
My friend?
girlfriend's time of the month seems like it's lasting longer
decade?
and longer and longer
And he must
to
have
where it's flipped to where there's only
5 days of not
maybe
period.
2, perhaps 3 seemingly days of unbummy.
Okay, so let me ask you this: the main concern is your friend. I don't know who it is. Probably better that way. Isn't getting it in, or
Doesn't fit.
or both, or she's upset with the 2 penis surgery. It's a big deal. I mean, literally huge. Or is it just because of the whole time they're in a bad mood and they yell at you and they generally wear sweatpants?
No,
How
you know
old are
what?
they?
You know what? My friend, he's I think he's been experiencing a little more confidence lately, and he thinks that it's always been the case. He's just noticing it more.
Well,
like
how old
for
is
like
he?
they've been together for quite a while.
Not very long.
Are they your age?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if it's something where it's not been that long, then
No,
it's like
the whole
maybe-
reason I brought
maybe
it
not
up,
so good.
The whole
maybe it's not
reason
a
I
good
brought it
relationship.
up is because you guys have been in long-term relationships, and you've been married. I've never been
on
married.
purpose.
Yeah, I've never been married.
I was in your wedding.
Yeah, you were. You were thick.
Thanks, Dick.
Not fat. You had a thick
and
dick.
live
No, I had a thick, fat, meaty, fat penis.
Remember you had that 3-legged cuck?
So stupid.
Go
So-
ahead,
so-
go ahead,
no, I
Rob.
was
The
just-
Rob
no,
and
wait,
Brian
wait, wait.
show.
So what you're
I'd
just-
imagine my friend isn't the only person who's had this experience of certain
So
like living with somebody and having that feeling of holy crap, does this thing last all month
So-
long?
so
Or
is your-
what's going on?
So has your friend only noticed this since they moved in together?
No.
Are they successful people?
Just I think he's he's not wanting to
Commit.
put up with it as much.
Are they successful people or are they just shitheads? You know what I mean? Like if you're just 2 shitheads, you see them all over the place.
It's
See them
good
on
advice.
television.
Give shit for.
No, but I mean, like, shitheads are just shitheads. Like, if these are two people, you're like, this guy's like, he's a successful so-and-so, he's just in a bad relationship, or if you're just two fucking fat pieces of shit.
No.
They're fat.
Like the people
shit.
on the motorcycles. No, what is
Just
this?
normal ass people.
No, what I'm gonna ask you is this. So,
When you marry.
what's important is number one, let's make a baby.
What I'm telling you is I love you.
No, it's,
Well,
here's the thing is what it comes down to is, and I don't mean this I don't want it to sound too harsh, but is she a bitch? That's the way you're describing.
What do you think of her?
Is she
You're
a fucking bitch?
Rob hates women.
Rob does hate women.
Yeah,
He
do
fucking
hate
hates
I
women.
know he does. He usually punches
Rob,
them
you
when
do
he sees
hate
them.
women.
I think they all are.
Remember we were at Kmart and you just punched that chick and you're like, I thought Kmart closed down.
You ever see like a first generation Asian couple over like, a grocery store like I saw today? Rob is that husband. She's like, oh, you think of that? He goes, shut up, stupid idiot. Rob,
He goes, I saw.
she's like, oh, this orange bigger
Do you like
than-
my umbrella? He's like,
This
we're
orange-
indoors.
This orange, I saw somebody do. It's orange bigger than this one. He's like, you stupid idiot. Disgrace of me.
He smashes both of them. This is your head.
Disgrace of me. And she goes, oh, number one.
So that's the real question. Seriously, I mean, like sometimes you're like, I was with, as you probably both know, I was with a young lady for probably too long, and as it turned out at the end, I didn't ever really. Sometimes you don't see it because she's nice to you, but then you realize, wow, she's a fucking bitch to everybody, and then you realize
Like all your friends
she
and
kind
shit?
of is a bitch to me too. I just didn't really see it that way because every once in a while I explode inside of her throat. Big deal.
Yes.
Or in her mouth, anus, whatever you prefer, and her
You know what? Hey,
her
as far-
sea urchin vagina.
As far as that relationship goes,
That's a different one.
You need what?
It's a different one. That's an older one.
Oh, before the
It's all
last
of them.
one.
It's all of them. It's all.
That
Of them.
one is a bitch. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
All
She's
of
got resting bitch face, all that stuff. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's
Like,
I know what that is. That's not a new thing. It's a terrible expression.
no, well, she's got that. You're right. You're right.
Anyways.
But she's got that face. She's got that attitude.
Yeah, kind of.
But it's probably something with her personality. you
Yeah,
know,
and so
whatever.
that's what I'm asking though. Is like sometimes like you get along well and everything, and then eventually it comes out. You're like, oh wow, she's actually a fucking bitch.
You can go a long time with, and then you do the Russell
She's a bitch.
Talk,
And then you're James William Bottomtooth III, and you're dumping giant balls of whiskey into your bottom jaw.
fucking guys can go a long time in a relationship.
Because you don't realize it sometimes. It's true. You're like, oh shit, this whole time I didn't realize you were a word of the day cunt.
They're getting,
You're a clunt.
because they're getting something out of it.
Yeah, and you don't see it because they can be nice to you. Like, and someone's like, oh, cool, babe. She's like, oh, you're whatever. You're like, oh, she's good to me. No, she isn't.
Man, everybody's relationships are different.
Everyone's relationship sucks. Relationships are human poop.
Some people.
Everybody's relationship is the horse in the never-ending story. It dies of depression.
No, sorry.
Yeah.
The worst part about that movie was the pussy warts on this stupid ass.
I gotta watch it.
I know.
The
Definitely had to
space in
Google that
between-
shit.
The space in between hairs, single hair follicles on that dog, underestimated. Okay? It's like hair, couple pussy see-through. You can see like how the fill level.
I don't remember
You
it.
can
Yeah, I don't
see
remember
the
that either.
fill level
I
on
believe
the
you.
wart
You said
pus.
the fill level. You're such
Yeah.
a fucking.
You can
you're
see.
such, You're such a gas station guy.
Hey,
The fill
it has
level.
written-
I'm a wart half full kind of guy, dude. And then, dude, I swear, dude, I could not get past it in that movie from when I was a kid to when I watched it with you
I
later.
don't.
I'm
I
like,
know. I gotta watch
fuck
it. I gotta
that
watch
dog.
Probably one
I probably
word,
won't,
and he
no.
fixated on it.
Buck melanoma.
No, there's not, Rob. He's got a section where he's infected or something. The kid's laying on it, licking it and shit. I don't know. I don't know
rubbing
if he's
his face
licking
in it.
But it's like, fuck, dude.
That's it.
I'm like, am I not the only? There's a book, right? It was a book. So I bet if
Just
you read,
because it's called an Emery story doesn't mean it was a book.
I bet you if you read the book, they go on and on about that nasty fucking
have no
back.
idea.
But in the story, they don't say one word about he hesitated before he got on that nasty fucking
So
thing.
he realized he'd be stuck to that back. Stuck to that back.
As it landed on its back accidentally, and the kid was fucking soaked like a Nickelodeon episode. It's like, fuck, dude.
They were out of food. There was nowhere to turn.
He was thirsty, so he drained.
So what are you gonna tell? What are you gonna tell your friend about back pus?
Oh,
No, what are you gonna tell your friend about about is evidently
You're not
bitching.
gonna
Give it some time. Do some writing. Take some notes.
You can't tell somebody anything about a relationship.
No, you
Ever.
can't. It's not wise.
No.
It's just like drugs and alcohol, dude. You can't tell them. They gotta want to fucking, I don't know. But everybody always gets something out of a relationship. You can look back at the relationship and go, this is the thing that I kind of liked about it, and this is the thing I kind of miss about it, or whatever, you know. It's fucking relationship.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. R.H. Coon and Sons.
That's a big deal, man.
The fucking plane crashed. I bet you that's national news.
Did you see the video?
Yeah.
Pretty gnarly.
And everybody's, at least, like the guy was airlifted, but he hit a truck,
Yeah,
by the way,
he
and that
skidded
person's
into one.
alive. That's lucky.
Uh-huh. My shit was 2 exits up the street from where I work, and I work
Up
at
the
Long.
street from
I
where
work
you
at.
work?
I worked at Long John Silver's.
That's up the street from where you work?
Well, technically it's.
Yeah,
Well,
north.
technically it's
north.
north.
of you.
Yeah, it is north.
Yeah.
I go south to work at Long John Silver's.
Hey, was there a hillside on fire or a mountain or something too?
There was in
Fun?
San Clemente.
San Clemente. Did you see smoke in the during the day?
No,
I could see it coming in all the way from fucking
We're in
Barstow.
Arizona.
You could see that like gray.
I woke up here and I got ready for work and I was like, I couldn't really tell. I was a little bit like, something's kind of weird. I'm like, whatever. I'm probably just
No, I
fucking
couldn't.
tired. And then so I got to work, because I go south for work. And I got out of the parking garage and I was like, holy shit, dude, it smells like Chernobyl over here. It's fucking bad. It literally smelled like my nuts when I run more than 10 feet. It was terrible.
Hey, over here! Oh, hail the cab! You get in, he's like, yeah, you get in.
Sorry about that.
Nuts.
I had to do some running.
That's a lot of do.
So you got wearing a lot of denim tonight, huh?
This happens every time I run.
Hey, so you're strictly starting out with that one position early on, right, with our company?
Yeah.
I went in front of Greg today and I'm like, I got this whole thing with him, and I'm like, man, I got all these jobs, all these different states that I gotta go visit as a request from one of the clients. And I'm like, there's 1 million people that work with us that I could go, fuck that person, I would never have that person go do it. 90% of them is because they just don't know how to use a computer. I wouldn't say like fuck them, but I would say they don't know how to use a computer, they can't give me what I need. But for you, I'm like, the guy's been out of the business for a long time. I could plug him on that in a second. Get him on a plane, he goes out there, it takes a day, and then he goes to another city, and it's probably only like 3 cities we need to go to.
Oh yeah,
Knock
see
it all
that's
out
the
in
thing.
one
I'm
week.
trying not to get I'm trying not to be out of town.
No, it's not like, it's just survey. Like you meet up with a contractor, they open up some stuff, you take pictures and go, they need to replace these.
Okay.
And then we generate a proposal for the client.
Oh.
But no, you don't have. You could do it like one a week and be gone like a day.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's what I meant. That's what I was thinking.
That's cool as shit. I don't
And
mind
you
that
get,
at all.
and we pay first class. Like your rewards for that would be
Yeah.
like you
No, that's-
you go on 3 trips and now you have a free flight for you and your girlfriend to go anywhere
Yeah.
under your rewards. That's why. That's honestly why I was thinking it.
That-
I hold it to
no,
my
that's-
vest because
that's-
I want the points,
yeah.
but I'm like,
No, that's
one is
that-
falling behind.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was thinking.
That'd be cool. I'm totally open, dude. Like at this point, you know, I'm
Just set your
my biggest.
set your boundaries pretty quick
Yeah.
and be rigid about them because Rob, you will get exploited quickly.
Yeah.
You will get pulled from. We have several divisions like we
Yeah.
didn't used to before, and they will pull on you and it can stress you out. So just
They're
go.
gonna pull your pud.
Just be honest up front about stuff. They know what you said coming in. Hold to it. Don't waver, and then slowly trickle yourself in and splatter all over everything.
I
He's
like
working
it.
with me now, dude.
No, you kind of figure that out.
Steve-
You'll be up to your bicep in it if you know what I mean.
The Steve group is what they're calling it around here now.
It's called Confused About X's
I
LLC.
sit down with Jay every now and then, like
Huh?
we'll be in like the meeting room, the big, they call it the fishbowl, like the big
Yeah.
meeting room, and he'll be, before anybody gets in there, he's all, this is gonna be our company someday, you and I.
Who, Jason?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like, it's gonna be our company. I'm like, I think that in my head. I'm like, I'm the repair guy. Anything repairs in Jones Code goes through. Whoops. It goes through me. Period. Anything to do with repairs goes through me. So I consider myself a repair guy.
Not very flattering.
Fat butthole.
Is that what you put on your business cards? The repair guy with the fat butthole.
You guys need some butthole. I got that FBH. So what do you got going on, Rob? You still not coming?
Nothing.
Yeah, what's going on? Are you still not jerking the old hog off or what?
Yeah. Still going.
So,
Jesus.
Going for 90 days.
What's,
Jeez.
I'm at like 46.
is Donovan nice around you? Like, is she like? Are we talking about your relationship? Is what I'm getting at.
Yes.
She is nice. She's understanding.
No, she's understanding.
Is she?
What do you
No.
do? You run like? Do you have like one of those mouse wheels?
Hamster wheels? He's got a hamster wheel. He's like, I probably should have. He's like, I
If I
probably
was
should
to go in
have
your
run.
house, is there a wheel on a wall that you're running on?
It actually powers the entire house.
Rob, I'd like to watch TV, no problem.
Gotcha.
He just hums and fucking runs. I'm really. He's always at a
He
tent.
just runs, he sprints, and goes, I want to be an airborne ranger.
He's like, oh, is that a tent? She's like, that's a Diet Coke. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna
I
run.
love those two. I love those two. They look like big nipples.
Oh, Severin's cool.
Yeah.
He still looks healthy as fuck, huh? Looks good.
Yeah, no,
Sharp.
I'd hit it.
Sharp. Yeah. What else, Brian? Anything?
I'd hit him, man.
You might be, what?
Oh, I cut it with that girl, like, completely.
How'd that go?
No, wait.
That's
So
okay.
you haven't talked to her since we last talked?
I talked to her Monday, and that was like the official for sure.
This last Monday.
Yeah, done, sir.
She hasn't texted you or anything?
Nope.
Wow, clean break. Do you feel bad?
No,
Jeez, I wonder, does she feel bad?
probably.
Yeah.
I told her, I'm like, look, feelings are for idiots. Suck this cock. Well, I'm
She's
sorry.
like, I'll be right over. and
By
you're
the way,
No.
my name is Brian.
You never told her your name? She's like, I guess that's it then.
Cool.
Yeah.
She's a look. She's
By the
a.
way.
She's a great. Have a good life, Phil Plantier.
That's who she thought she was because you handed her one ball card. You're like, I got this rook. Okay, look, I got this rook. He was supposed to be the best.
Supposed to be the best. 331 1 year. Limited sample size.
Yeah. Oh,
It was Babip. A little high. A lot of regression handling.
Yeah.
Little lucky. It's
Your
okay.
dog, man, he gets one fucking bone. Next thing you know,
He wants to.
trying to bone.
No, but
Trying
yeah,
to bone you?
she.
Check, look at, he gets excited. Look at, he's going up for the hand. We're not.
So
We're not
she.
like that,
So
you and I.
we never actually had the intercourse, which I think is a good
That's
thing.
huge, dude.
I think that's a good thing. The last time
Do you
she
wear condoms?
like to work, no. Well, it's Casual Friday.
No, but do you, when you're having sex with people,
No, you know my policy. It's on my business card. You leave it in and let God decide. That's how it goes.
you said that, yeah.
That's
Do you-
how it goes.
Do you wear them?
Usually yes, actually.
Really? Even with girlfriends?
With girlfriends,
Are they
no.
on their, some sort of something?
If they're on something, then no.
Scary though, right?
Scary that they're on something, or scary that they're letting me have
scary
sex with them.
that- Scary that, yeah, but scary that, like, you don't know if they're telling the truth in their situation.
Well, I mean, there has to be a level of trust eventually. I mean, all you have to do is murder them if they're lying. It's not a big deal.
I know, but if you're on the
Murder!
if you're on the downside of a relationship,
That's usually because they won't
scary
fuck
times.
anymore.
That's scary times.
Yeah.
You know, she could be like, "Oh, I know how to keep them around."
Yeah, but I mean, at least from my experiences, I haven't had one that's been to the level where they're like still obsessed with it. They wanted it that bad. So, but no,
I have.
are you talking about Derek?
What?
Or Mike Schmidt? I can't remember. Or forget.
Oh.
Or forget.
Mike
Oh,
Schmidt,
exactly. You left a part of yourself in him.
Shit.
No, but what I was saying was, I can't like the last time we hung out was like a week and a half. No, actually almost 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And she came over and we're okay. I mean, she's okay. She's I don't know. She's just I can't tell. It's like to me, I'm like, yeah, this is even if you weren't a metric ton. It's probably.
I remember what I said. There's something you go down there. You go on a fat bitch. Oh shit! No. Dude, honestly, the sound of that when you said it was like in the big house. That's what it sounded like, dude. That's all fine if you want me to burn them sheets.
No.
I'll be burning them sheets.
Dude.
Well, I
If I want a pork chop, I'll just grill one up.
Oh, no. You know what? When I saw her on there was one pic on there where I'm like,
Yeah, one of those pics I was like, wow, that's pretty good to go.
yeah, the tits and all that. Yeah.
But
So I'm like,
she
this
has
is
big
good.
old boobs, but she's also got everything else.
There's a rating system.
She's-
If their
she's
boobs
actually-
go past their belly. You're probably all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
She would send me pictures from like at work, like from that.
Giant.
She sent me pictures from work, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty good. And then she get her, I'm like, oh, that's right. She's very, most girls, but she's very good at showing just what, like from
top.
here up, and it's like, oh, the tits are nice, and the face isn't overly big. She's like, oh, it's pretty good. And she get her, I'm all, oh, that's right.
Is that what happened when she
I'm
first came over?
all cool. So Jurassic Park, here we come. Hey, what's up?
Brian, what happened when she
She likes
came over?
some
You
beer.
opened the door and you're like, fuck.
No, remember I met her at Dave & Buster's on the set of Precious 2, the movie.
So how do you continue that? That's
Well-
what I'm saying. Like when I get a chick that's like, I guess you would call it
I don't want to be mean to her.
catfishing. No, but you can have that. I'm always nice when I meet him, but I'll never call him. Right? I'll never call him. Do you get like where you're drinking or something and you're
Well, no,
off and on
okay, so-
texting and leading them
I mean-
along, and then you're like, okay, why don't you just come over because I had some drinks or something like that? And
I
you're just
know.
like, fuck it, I'll do whatever right now.
Well, it'd been a little while, and
First time she
She's
came
kinda
over here, had you been drinking already?
I don't know. No, I think I was.
You know what I mean?
Actually, no. I think I was just ready to be sucked. I was primed.
Had you guys talked about it and stuff?
I think that was some of it. She kind of was like, I'm like,
Oh,
oh.
a good song.
And I'm like, it goes right into your fucking brain like a splinter.
Yeah, and you're like, no, he's
I'm like-
talking.
I'm all- now he's
Yo,
all-
hang on a
He's
second.
all, wait a minute.
And
Who
you
can
have-
do what to what?
Let me hand the phone to somebody.
Yeah,
and
someone
he's
wants-
like, hey, come over.
Someone wants to talk.
Hey, did you fucking hear that?
Yeah, that was a good
voicemail?
one.
Was it, Brian? Did you hear the voicemail I sent?
No, I told you I can't listen to that shit.
Oh, it was a good one.
No,
Fuck you.
no, not when we're casting.
Yeah,
why
no,
not?
you're gonna hear it right now while we're
Alright,
fucking casting.
that'd be
It's
good.
fucking perfect.
Double.
I left it for just you and Rob, so I figured for sure Brian's gonna
It
fucking
was good.
listen to this. Here,
I don't listen to anything.
here you go.
Hey guys, what's up,
That's what you fucking
That's the
do.
whole thing?
Yeah, dude. Like you just got stuck.
Sounds like a dirt bike. Someone's engine's flooded.
That's really good, right, Rob? He got stuck like it was on fucking repeat right there.
He just called to show off the engine.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Let me lift the garage.
Dude, right when I fucking clicked off or you let go of that voice, I'm like,
Sure.
coughing and shit.
I need a dip.
That was a good one.
I needed to-
I think when Steve sent that to me, I listened to it and then I was like, I know exactly what happened. Steve was practicing that voice and then he got it, he dialed it in. And he's like, oh fuck,
I gotta record
send
this shit. I better record this.
He's like doing all the different. Wait.
That was almost Pee Wee Herman on that last one.
You just let it ring.
Did you see the new Pee Wee Herman?
That was the worst piece of shit I've ever seen.
No.
It was weird and awkward.
It
and
is
gay.
weird. You watched it?
Yeah.
It's weird.
It was weird and
That's
awkward and
fucking
gay.
cool that you watched it.
It was still weird and awkward and gay. I stand
It's
by
weird,
that.
but the weirdest part I had with it was
Oh,
he
bless
used to
you.
his old
It
face.
looked like they were gonna try to. It looked like you wanted to fuck that dude the whole time.
Oh yeah.
It was weird and awkward and gay.
I don't know. I don't know his situation, but maybe he's into that kind of thing. Is he
Whose
gay?
situation?
Pee Wee Herman.
His situation is he goes into
His
fucking-
situation is he fucks dudes.
Was he gay?
No, it's a kid show.
No, is he gay? Like
In real life?
that guy was on there. I
You
get
talking
what you're
about
saying.
Derek for real?
It was kind of like a,
Derek for real.
What is that from? Derek for
Blow.
That's right. Yeah.
Derek for real?
That was him in that.
Yeah, Derek
real.
for real. Great name.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, that's a great
Fucking
name.
great. Hey, Derek for real.
I can't watch those Coke movies, dude. None of them. I can't. I've seen them all, but I can't watch them because you're just
Makes
like,
you want to do it.
Yeah, well, not yeah, but that's like fuck. There's too much glamour and crazy, and it always ends up fucking nightmarish.
Well, that's kind of true, though. I mean, we've never taken it
real
to
life.
we've never
That's
taken
real
it to that level. I mean, they go insane. We just go a little.
That's
It's
what
too high.
happened.
That's what it is. It's too high and low for me, dude. That kind of shit.
Yeah. The high is pretty damn high, though.
And the low is pretty fucking low.
You ended up at Desert Springs Medical Facility.
That's what I did, Rob, last time. We
We were at Desert Springs.
We're in Vegas.
Medical
I
facility.
found a fucking guy that was selling it in a taxi that dropped us off. I think I asked him, "Do you have any blow?" And he goes, "Yeah, lots of it in my backpack right here." And then he gave it to me, and I fucking got so fucking high with this guy that I had to check into an ER.
The next
Because
morning.
I get anxiety now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
fucking
because of what happened, I
crazy.
get it. The whole, remember when your horse died in the swamp?
Yeah, that was not the part.
And you
that-
rode that pussy dog dragon? She was fucked up.
Yeah, we're gonna when this fucking little
No, we're
thing's
not.
over, we're looking up pussy dog.
Because it's gonna be all pussy.
I'm gonna say, hey,
Hey,
whatever happened to the dog from
whatever
Never
happened
Ending
to-
Story?
Steve, that's
Like-
one of the things I was thinking about when I was putting those patches together. Is since I've I worked my way down from the whole patch down to a quarter patch. Like I was on the things for like a good 5 months. The patches. What?
Without smoking?
Yeah, and I got down to that quarter patch. I was on that quarter of a patch for about a month and a half. And when I completely got off the patch, I've noticed my acid reflux has kind of like settled a little bit.
Oh, yeah? What about,
Just strictly.
what about like your
from
sense
the
of smell and such? I've heard that.
No,
from
that's when you
The
quit smoking.
smoking.
I haven't had a cigarette in like 6 months. I'm talking about completely getting off the
the
nicotine.
patent. Okay.
Made a difference in my acid reflux, which is directly connected to my anxiety. Like,
That's what I was gonna say. I've always thought that. I think it's something that's mental.
Acid
That you can
reflux?
control.
No,
with your,
it's-
what I mean is that you can control with your brain.
Acid reflux?
No, him.
Control him with your brain?
Yeah, I think he's
Control
like,
me
I think
with
he's-
acid reflux.
I think he might have something, but I think his brain can take it to a level 12.
yes.
I think that's everybody.
Yeah, no, that's what
If you let
that's
it.
what the doctor told me is that acid reflux will cause anxiety, and anxiety will inflame your acid reflux.
And then you're in a
It's a
fucking-
vicious cycle.
Yeah, then you're in a vicious cycle.
And that's how you have a panic.
Hey!
You know what I'm having a problem with now is when I go to bed, a lot of nights I'll fucking fall asleep and I'll stop breathing. Like when I'll stop breathing,
Just for fun?
and my heart's pounding, and then I go right back to bed, and then
Really?
my heart's pounding. Yeah, and I know it's because I haven't been breathing.
I think I've had that.
You have
like-
sleep apnea?
I had myself tested for it, and I couldn't fall asleep with that stupid ass thing on my
With
head.
all the
so I
headgear
gave
and
up,
shit?
Yeah. I
Look
gave
like,
up.
it looked like Electro Man from
I
Running
never
Man.
pulled the sticker that you're supposed to pull off of one thing. There's like something down
It
your
sounds like you
forehead.
might have sleep apnea. That's what it's supposed to be. Like you have trouble, like you stop breathing for like.
No, but it's
5
not
seconds.
that. It's a yeah,
Yeah, that's exactly what it
because
is.
you can physically push air into you, which makes you breathe. There's part where you have physical blockage, and there's part where mentally you will shut down your breathing. Like not that you're being blocked, but you're just
It's just your brain's
brain
all you're done.
says no breathing until your body forces you to breathe.
That's
And
weird.
I don't know what I look like when I'm sleeping, but I get usually pretty.
You look like a dead bull weevil. Wearing roller skates.
clop. What do we call that thing? A clop. You look like a clunt. Because they can't grab a damn pink giraffe for Brian to save his life.
Clunt.
Seems serious
I
enough.
seen a video where they had some kid or somebody fucking inside those little things, and somebody's playing the game. And it reaches down and it grabs something, and the
And he
person
jumps up?
Yeah, he jumps
That's
up.
funny.
That's pretty fucking good. Oh yeah, dude, the amount of fucking funny that is out there on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, geez, it's like it's not even funny anymore. You're so numb to funny.
No, it's true. Because there's
Jeez,
everybody, dude, there's all different places. Yeah, there's a lot of good shit.
Yeah.
Even basic shit like that one the shooting when the guy's all trying to call roll and he's all, shithead. He's all, it's your thing. Super basic, great.
Yeah, like Brian Holtzman.
Right, exactly. Something that's cool in 20 years ago.
30 years.
We're bringing you back.
You want to wrap it up?
Sure.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Do we have any sponsors?
Nope.
No sponsors tonight. Evidently, we were sponsored by The Neverending Story
Yes.
and Back Pus for Dog
Yeah.
Dragons.
Thanks
Brought
to-
to you by Unscented Deus No Crack Back Pus Dragon Hand Cream for Dog Dragons and Steve's exes.
Well, who are we going to thank? Let's thank Clunt. I
like to thank all clunts nationwide, not worldwide, nationwide. They don't have it in North Korea.
Weak ass Clunts, dude.
I'd like to thank those weak-ass clunts that allow us to steal the pink elephants and all those really tight clunts where you have to work at it in order to get your prize. And you're like, at the end of the day, oh, that was a good-ass clunt.
Yeah. Yeah.
good
I'm
Clunt.
going to call that Clunt later.
Yeah, I might have to go back to that clunt. Try to get something else from that clunt.
And then there's some Clunts that are just mean to you and your friends are just
No,
like...
I mean, you never get anything out of them, and your friends laugh at you because you've been trying to get something out of that clunt for months.
Everybody's got their own story with a Clunt, and then you tell your story about a
Just the
Clunt,
worst.
and everybody's like, what?
Oh,
You're
what?
talking to that Clunt?
Everybody else,
that?
everybody else I know gotten a pink elephant out of that clump in like a week. Why is it taking 6 months? Nobody you always get shit out of those clumps. Week tops. You're a legend, bro. And you're like, but this is a different clump, man. The whole thing, it treats me different.
It takes 1 quarter, man.
You don't understand.
You don't get it, bro. It's a different relationship. I have ex-clunts. They're not like this.
All right, that's a
That's
client.
gotta be enough.
Yeah, guys, that's episode
Not
number
bad.
6 on the trilogy. So
That makes
that's
sense.
a syllogy
That's
at this point.
Sextilogy.
That's a
All right.
sextilogy.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Thanks.